Welcome to Helen's Journey. Improve your English skills through this exciting story about Helen, an Ethiopian-American girl exploring Ethiopia and trying to find her birth family. Brought to you by the U.S. Embassy to Ethiopia. The U.S. invests in Ethiopians. Episode 11, The Protest. Welcome back, friends. Previously on Helen's Journey, Helen's best friend in the U.S., Samira, has been taking small business classes to create a business plan. She and Helen are talking on the phone about her business plan. Samira has a decision to make. What is it? Let's listen and find out.
So how was your trip?
It was incredible! Did you see the pictures I posted on social media of the Danakil Depression?
Yeah, they were amazing. It looked like you were not on planet Earth.
Yeah. The sulfur lake made me feel like I was on Mars. The salt lakes were also beautiful. And we saw the Afar people mining salt and camel caravans carrying the salt blocks. I swam in a hot spring. It was just a really great trip. And the friend I was traveling with, Lydia, was super easygoing.
I'm so happy the two of you had a good time together.
She and I might plan another trip to some of the other amazing sites in Ethiopia.
Like where?
Well, there's Lalibela, Gondor, Aksum, Omo Valley, Arbra Minch, Harar. I don't know how I'm going to have time to see all of it.
I don't know what those places are, but I'm happy you're excited about them.
Here's an idea. You should come to Ethiopia, and we can visit some of them together.
You know I would love to, but I'm saving all of my money for the coffee shop. I'm hoping to open it 1 year from now.
Wow. So does that mean you're making progress with your business plan?
Yeah. The small business class I'm taking has been so helpful. I have almost finished working on a budget for startup costs. With the money I'm saving, I should be able to afford about 30% of the costs, and I will only have to apply for a small business loan for the remainder.
Do you already have a location in mind for the shop?
That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it a lot. Anyway, it's Friday night. Do you have big plans for the weekend?
Well, tonight, Zagaye and I are going to an Esmari Bet. It's a place where there's Ethiopian cultural music and dancing and tej, the Ethiopian honey wine. I guess this one is really famous. It's in my neighborhood, but I haven't visited it yet.
Cool, that sounds fun. So you and Zagaye are dating now?
Well, this is our third date, but we messaged a lot while I was traveling, so I think things are getting more serious.
Is he going to keep you too busy to do your unofficial research?
No, he's really supportive of my search for my birth family.
That's good. And you will be able to keep up with your Fulbright research and your teaching too?
Yeah, I am busy, but I also need to have a social life too. You should try it sometime.
No thanks. I don't need a social life. I have work and my coffee shop and my volunteering for Green New America. That's enough.
That's great. Well, I should go get ready to see Zagaye. He will be here in half an hour to take me out.
Have fun.
Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Samira's dream of starting a small business is becoming a reality. Zagaye and Helen are on their third date. He has some important questions to ask her. What is he going to ask her? Let's listen and find out.
Do you like it?
What?
Do you like it?
Oh, yes, I love it. Sorry, it's hard to hear over the music.
Why don't we go out to the courtyard for a little while? We can talk and cool down.
Good idea. It's really hot in here.
That's better. I love this place, but it gets very crowded and hot.
Yeah, it's amazing. The musicians, dancers, and singers are all so talented.
What do you think of that edge?
It's good, but it's really sweet. I don't know if I can finish even one glass.
Let's stay out here for a while. I want to talk to you.
Okay, we can still hear the music.
What are your plans for tomorrow?
I was planning to go to campus and do some work in my office. I have to type up my notes for our fieldwork in Afar and work on a proposal for a conference. Khalid and I want to present some of our research at an academic conference. And we leave for Bahir Dar on Sunday for more fieldwork, so I need to get some things done before we go.
That's good. But I would advise you to find another place to work tomorrow. There is a campus protest. You shouldn't go on campus until everything's over.
Oh, but I want to see the protest. It will be a new experience for me.
Helen, I don't know what student protests are like in the US, but here they can get violent. You really shouldn't be there, for your own safety.
Khalid is going with his housemate. He said the protest will be peaceful. It's only about cafeteria food, so how crazy can it be?
It might be peaceful, but it also might get out of control. That's the point. You don't know what will happen. I am begging you to avoid campus tomorrow. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Okay. I didn't realize it might be dangerous. I will find another place to work tomorrow.
Good.
It's sweet of you to worry about me.
Well, you are my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? Don't we need to talk about that?
We are talking about it now. I don't want you to see other people. I only want to be with you. Doesn't that mean we are boyfriend and girlfriend?
I guess so. But I should be consulted. You have to ask me and we decide together. You can't just announce it.
Oh, sorry. Can we be together? No seeing other people.
Yes. I would like that.
It's settled.
Should we go back inside? I want to see the dancing.
Yes, in a minute. I actually had one more thing to ask you about.
Oh?
My mother has had back problems for a while. She wants to go to Europe to see a specialist. It costs a lot of money for our family, and we can't use birr outside of Ethiopia. I was wondering if you could give me some US dollars, so she's able to pay for her trip.
I
would give you birr, of course, in exchange for the dollars.
Well, I don't actually have dollars. I just get birr from the ATM.
But you could get dollars, right? You probably know someone.
I'm not really sure.
Well, if you can't, don't worry about it. But if you are able, that would be great for me and my family.
I will let you know.
Okay. You know what? Forget I asked it. Don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. I just need some time to think about it.
Okay, let's go back inside.
Helen and Zegai are boyfriend and girlfriend now, but he's asking her for money. How does Helen feel about that? Is she going to give him the money? Okay, let's check out what's happening at the protest tomorrow. Will Alamayu and Khalid be safe at the protest? Let's listen and find out.
See? I told you everything will be peaceful. Look at the protesters. Everyone is calm.
You're right. No signs of trouble.
Have you seen anything or spoken to anyone that could be useful for my article?
I asked some of the protesters why they were motivated to come here on a Saturday.
I wrote down their names and their responses in case you want to quote them in your article. Basically, they said the food is very unhealthy. Students get sick. They are not sure what ingredients are in the dishes. They think there is dirt in the injera instead of F.
Yeah, that's similar to what the people have been interviewing have said. I want to speak to the campus clinic and find out if there have been reports of students getting sick at higher than usual numbers.
Did you learn anything when you went to visit the supplier office yesterday?
Not really. They didn't answer many of my questions. They said they didn't know the students were protesting. The student council had never communicated the complaints to them. They thought everything was satisfactory.
Strange. The student council should at least tell the company that there have been complaints.
I asked to visit the facility where they make the food. The manager said no. I asked to speak with the workers.
The manager said no. He wouldn't even tell me his full name for the story.
I hate to say it, but I think you are right about this story. I think there is something going on with the food supplier and the student council.
Everyone is running. Come on, come on. Everyone is running. Come on.
What's happening?
I think I see the police.
Alex!
Khalid! Where are you? Khalid! Where are you?
Oh no! Alamayu and Khalid got separated in the crowd. What happened at the protest? Where is Khalid? Let's listen to future episodes and find out. Now for a lesson on the English language. Time for vocabulary. Let's look at 5 words from the story. Our first vocabulary term is consult. Zegai and Helen said,
We are talking about it now. I don't want you to see other people. I only want to be with you. Doesn't that mean we are boyfriend and girlfriend?
I guess so. But I should be consulted. You have to ask me and we decide together. You can't just announce it.
Consult is a verb that means to talk about something with someone in order to make a decision. Zegai told Helen that she is his girlfriend, but Helen thinks that is something they should talk about and decide together. She wants him to consult with her. The second vocabulary word is quote. Khalid is helping Alamayu interview students at the protest. He said,
I asked some of the protesters why they were motivated to come here on a Saturday.
I wrote down their names and their responses in case you want to quote them in your article. Basically, they said the food is very unhealthy. Students get sick. They are not sure what ingredients are in the dishes. They think there is a dirt in the injera instead of teff.
Quote is a verb and a noun. Khalid is using it as a verb, and it means to repeat something written or said by another person exactly as they originally said. Khalid is recording what the students at the protest say, so Alamayu can repeat their words in his news story. Most news stories include quotes from people relevant to the story. The third vocabulary word is easygoing. Helen said,
Yeah, the sulfur lake made me feel like I was on Mars. The salt lakes were also beautiful, and we saw the Afar people mining salt and camel caravans carrying the salt blocks. I swam in a hot spring. It was just a really great trip. And the friend I was traveling with, Lydia, was super easygoing.
Easygoing is an adjective that means relaxed and informal. Helen liked traveling with Lydia because Lydia was relaxed. Our fourth vocabulary word is supportive. Samira was worried Zegai would prevent Helen from finding her birth family. She and Helen said,
Is he going to keep you too busy to do your unofficial research?
No, he's really supportive of my search for my birth family.
Supportive is an adjective that means giving help or encouragement to someone. Helen believes that Zegai is helping and encouraging her to find her birth family. And the fifth vocabulary term is have fun. Samira told Helen,
That's great. Well, I should go get ready to see Zegai. He will be here in half an hour to take me out.
Have fun.
Have fun is a common English expression used to wish somebody a good and enjoyable time when they're about to do something. Helen has a date with Zegai, and Samira is giving her wishes for a good time. Next time someone tells you they're going to do something enjoyable, tell them, have fun. Time for expressing yourself in English. Changing the subject. Changing the subject means that in the conversation you want to transition from talking about one topic to talking about another topic. Helen and Samira are discussing the best location for her coffee shop. But then Samira changes the subject. Let's listen.
That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it a lot. Anyway, it's Friday night. Do you have big plans for the weekend?
Samira says, anyway, with her intonation falling slightly as a way to signal she is finished talking about the cafe location and wants to talk about Friday night plans. That's one way to change the subject in English. Next time you're having a conversation and you want to change the subject, try saying, anyway. Time for grammar. Collocations with about. About is a preposition that commonly collocates with different verbs and adjectives. Let's listen to some examples from the episode. Samira said,
I don't know what those places are, but I'm happy you're excited about them.
The adjective excited is frequently followed by about plus a noun or pronoun. Samira is saying that Helen is excited about the places. Let's look at another example. Samira said,
That's a really good question. I've been thinking about it a lot. Anyway, it's Friday night. Do you have big plans for the weekend?
The verb think is often followed by about plus a noun or pronoun. Samira is thinking about the best location for her coffee shop. Let's look at another example. Helen said,
It's sweet of you to worry about me.
The verb worry is often followed by about plus a noun or pronoun. Other common collocations with about are nervous about, care about, forget about, happy about, and many more. Time for facts on American culture and education. Samira is taking classes and applying for a small business loan to start a coffee shop in Philadelphia. The number of women-owned businesses in the U.S. has increased significantly in the last few decades. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, women own around 36% of businesses in the U.S. They employ millions of workers and generate trillions of dollars in tax revenue. Hopefully, Samira can become one of these business owners. Thank you for listening to Helen's Journey. We'll see you next time. The introduction and closing music, Blue Ska, is by Kevin MacLeod, Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons.
Executive Producer, Hailu Kabada. Directors, Abdullah Birru, Antaneh Brahani. Sound and Editing, Tamrat Alamu. Narrator, Timothy Green. Casts, Theodros Tasama as Alamayo. Zarihun Brahanu as Khalid. Adana Gitacho as Zagaya.